Hello everyone, welcome to another week and another new video to share with you. So, before we begin, remember to subscribe if you haven't yet, and press that bell icon to stay updated of all the new content we're creating. Without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Peter Grill to Kinja no Jikan. Known in English as Peter Grill and the Philosopher's Time, this fantasy anime features a lot of comedy and ecchi scenes. It's a fairly recent anime that aired in 2020 and consists of just 12 episodes, so it'll make for a quick watch. Peter Grill is now the strongest warrior in the world. However, his latest troubles might prove too much for even him to handle. The overpowered main character is about to get married to the love of his life, the beautiful Luvelia. But things take a perverted turn when news of his victory spreads far and wide like wildfire. Now, women of all races are in a race against time and themselves to acquire Peter Grill. How does he avoid their advances and stay true to his one true love? End Ride. The failed coup d'etat that Prince Emilio leads against the king fails because of his own weakness and ends with him being incarcerated in a cell in the deepest castle dungeon. Meanwhile, in our world, Shun, the son of a scientist and businessman, discovers a peculiar-looking orb in his father's office. When he touches said orb, reality is distorted and he ends up in the cell of Emilio, rescuing him from his imprisonment. The two young men are indeed from different worlds with distinct ideals and beliefs, but they could at least agree on two things. 1. Finding Shun his way home, and 2. Being Emilio retrieving his rightful place on the throne. However, planning is simple, but applying this plan is the hard part, and for them to be able to pull it off, they'll have to gain strength and power across the continent, whether it's political or physical when it comes to their fighting skills. Shichisei no Subaru. Asahi's life literally ended in the real world as she died while playing a world-renowned online role-playing game called Union. The members of the Subaru party went their separate ways due to the game shutting down after Asahi's death. 6 years later, though, Haruto logs back onto the new version of Union called Reunion, and he reunites with Asahi. Is it actually her? Or is it just an electronic projection of her? The members of the Subaru party will band together to find out in this deadly and terrifying game of chance and logic. 7. Sengoku Nightblood. The game turned into anime Curse Strikes Again, and this time it struck so hard the anime was in shambles. This series is based off of an otome game where you have to protect the land and save Yuzuki from the Akuma who are after her special potent blood. The game sheds light on what is happening. However, the anime was lazy directed with bad lines and all over the place plot. This anime should have been more thorough about the settings and the plot instead of being a commercial poster for the game. 6. Yuragi-sao no Yuna-san. So, a powerful psychic that somehow coincidentally ends up living in a haunted mansion with a busty lady ghost? Seems legit, I guess. As it seems that she isn't as malicious as others call her, the MC decides not to exorcise her anymore and keep her around. However, since this is a harem anime, we're bound to have some more girls introduced, and seems like they are all supernatural beings. There's the tsundere, the shy maid trope, as well as the lowly girl. In terms of story, this show might seem lacking for some people, but it's actually funny and has a lot of lewd and ecchi scenes, which is always appreciated. 5. Tawa no Kwan. This anime is a series of 6 movies, with each one of them being around an hour long. The story is about a boy named Kwan and his friends. They are known as attractors because they're humans who have awakened the supernatural powers from deep within their potential. But while these powers may give them extraordinary strength, they're also a curse. A secret organization is on the hunt for these attractors, and Kwan swears to protect not just his friends, but all of the attractors from that organization. He is their leader after all. This is kind of a serious action anime. It may just even make you cry. The sufferings of those blessed with power, Kwan's ideals that he may not be able to protect, and then the sudden plot twists. This anime is a hidden gem and something that you'll definitely enjoy. 4. Korewa Zambe Desuka. Yumu Aikawa is a 16-year-old high school student who was unfortunately killed while investigating a house. Much to his demise, though, he wakes up next to a weird armored girl called Euclidwood Hellskythe. She tells him that she's a necromancer and that she resurrected him. He's basically now a zombie. Ayumu's immortality means he can basically do whatever the hell he wants, so naturally he gets to hunting down his killer. One day, he runs into Haruna as she fights a bear with a freaking chainsaw. She kills the beast and attempts to erase Ayumu's memories of this event. But for some reason, he mistakenly absorbs all of her magic inside of himself. Basically stripped down of all her powers, she orders him to hunt down the Megalo, monsters that roam the earth to terrorize the people. Three. Noragami. We all know that he's a god without a shrine that prefers to do petty jobs for even less money. He's a weird god, to say the least. But one thing no one knew about Yato is that he's one hell of a skilled swordsman. Yeah, can you imagine it? This weird go-lucky deity that seems easygoing 90% of the time is actually a very powerful and proficient swordsman. When it comes to battles, he's a veteran and knows what he's doing. 2. Darker Than Black. Starting off our list is Hei from Darker Than Black. Hei's the epitome of overpowered. He's so strong that he is literally known as the Black Reaper. The main character here is a man of small words and an even smaller exposition about his personality. He only gives out his position as a contractor. It's only once he gets assigned a proper mission that we see his true power unveil itself. In the entire series, Hei is just there to be the guy who kicks every bad guy's ass, and he does that in style. While the series itself could have used a bit more exposition into his past and personality, Hei's mastery of being a dominant bully of all things evil is just a pleasure to watch. 1. Saiki Kusuo no Sainan. He might seem like a normal weirdo and a weakling like everyone else, when in reality this guy couldn't care less about life and people in general thanks to how powerful his psychic abilities are. Just like Captain Manhattan, he's distant from the humans the stronger he gets, and trust me, he is strong and really powerful. He had his power since his birth and demonstrated his ability to use them at the age of 14 days by telepathically talking to his parents and at the age of whenever he wanted to. And just to put things into perspective, if he wanted to and wasn't too damn bored, he could destroy the whole human race and erase them in just 3 days, eradicating everyone and anyone that can stand in his way. And what is his weakness, you might ask? He has 2 of those. Actually, the first one is Nindao, and the second one is insects. And with this, we conclude our video. If you enjoyed this list, I want you to smash that thumbs up button, and if you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon to keep you notified of all our new videos. Also, I'd appreciate if you go ahead and check out my rap channel. The link will be down below in the description. Also, comment down below on the anime you like the most on this list, and if you're planning to watch any of them. And if you have any suggestions, place them in the comments as well. Until next time, see ya! If you got a problem to speak out, I'm a cowboy and let's be by. Put stand skate at the treetop. Berserk what I'm keeping on rewatch. Hunter, I freak out. When I'm in my room, you should keep out. I'm a ghost in the shell, push you through hell like gun grape.